Mary Ng here. I'm having a nice vegan chocolate smoothie with vegan protein. The whole blender has like 80 grams of protein, at least, plus the flax. So I was trying to think of a costume idea for Charlie Hale's last day in office. So I was contemplating my ongoing persistent shoulder pain inflicted by Alison Waltz and Todd Engstrom. Not the too nice Engstroms, the evil Engstrom, the one who crushed Barry Joe Stahl's wrists for months and months of terrifying pain and made my thumb turn blue. This Mr. Engstrom, whose papa or grandpapa was a bureaucrat in the Navy in Japan, a safe little desk job. I wrote Internal Affairs I wrote Constantine Severe of the Independent Police Review Division thing, little fake agency, BS. What function other than amusement is Internal Affairs to provide me? So I was imagining, as for a dress design, this is the bag that my property was returned in the next day after they stole my bus pass, my credit card, my house keys, my blah blah blah, and held it all for ransom till the next day, at which point I could just go out onto the street and possibly hopefully be disposed of by whomever. But so this is a warming blanket that was used during the Hava Nagila Action Theater, in which the bullying of the Jewish people at the Community Oversight Cyberbully Party was assessed with a warming device. And I'm actually feeling quite warm. Like, supposing I didn't have heat, I would put on this warming blanket / superhero cape and jump in my plastic bag. But I think the main point of this video, hold on, besides chocolate, is that I wanted to say that I'm a Leo. No, let's see. It's like, what's more absurd than being arrested 2 days after an elderly veteran has been bruised, and the swearing in of the police chief who strangled his son and kept that secret for only 2 days, and or 8 years, or something like 12 years, after the police chief has shot somebody in the back in a drunk shooting rampage that the mayor has carefully pulled the whole tablecloth down and tried to entrap a bunch of other people that O'Day for ruined their careers, including Deanna West Mitchell, who's getting her job back. Whatever, she's 6 foot, so give her a job back. Then they're like, what do we do now? How about let's arrest the Nug Champa 4? Because clearly the indictment wouldn't roll around until October 25th, and poor little Larry O'Day's going to have to show up to court somewhere, sometime, somehow. And Mr. Hales thinks he's got off scot-free. And we didn't testify at the grand jury. But guess who did? Donna Henderson. So then, Donna Henderson is around the corner, and my bags are being stolen, and they're putting corkscrews in my bags, for all I know. Rangstrom's taunting me about some corkscrew. He wants to corkscrew me. And I'll have to tell you, there's this famous case, which I don't know much about, Theo Van Gogh and Iron Hussein, but I do know Theo Van Gogh was knifed in his stomach in Amsterdam, some such, and I had this understanding that YouTube art and blogging is so powerful, in fact, it can get you killed. And so I tried to put a goal for my own self-censorship that I wanted to, to me it was like my dad had a line that was, no writer worth his salt has not had a death threat, or something like that. So when they corkscrew me, to me it's like this major inflated ego problem, where I take it as a compliment. Like, you mean I'm really that good of an activist that you want to arrest me and brutalize me when I haven't even said a curse word, and all you're doing is like ripping my shoulders, and you're so intimidated, and the police want to attack me? Like, what the hell's the point? Which I really shouldn't be flattered by their brutality. But I mean, the other option is to be completely devastated or offended of the human rights crime. So, the thing is, Internal Affairs can't find their investigation I've asked Konstantin Severe for a meeting with Engstrom. Thought about calling Vera tonight and asking for his cell phone. So I just wanted to know what was going through his mind when he ripped up my shoulder. But do I, and if Lario Day hadn't shot somebody, I wouldn't have needed to be brutalized. So, my bags wouldn't be stolen, and there wasn't a need to have like 40-day hubbub until the DA is just like, whatever, come on, this is absurd, and drops a whole fake stage pending, like, let's let some stress out. And when I saw Pete Simpson, the spokesperson at the last, day 3 of the quasi-riots, it was all this terrible press conference. I can't even begin to tell you how terrible it was. I say to him, thank you for your service. And he looks at me like, he's not feeling so well. But anyway, I guess, like, the implicit death threat of let's frame Mary with the weapon she doesn't have so we can have an excuse to cover her with bruises, possibly shoot her, taser her, or whatever, where she can take it that way. It was sort of a kind of like, so I'm right on schedule, because my goal was that if doing blogging and interneting could get you killed really promptly and early, like Theo Van Gogh and Ian Hussein told us, that I'm moving at a good pace, and I'm proud of myself. So it was that milestone of achievement to be falsely arrested after providing 3 years information to the Department of Justice in retaliation, which is a violation of the clause 129 or 130, depending on whose settlement agreement copy you're reading. If you're reading the bad data of the Watson Rosenbaum stage show, Roy Circus, whatever. I bought it. We're like, right there. Something like this. Charlie Hales, it's been such an exciting time to enjoy your fabulous reign of terror, where you pepper spray, disable people in the face, arrest innocent people, rip arms, brutalize elderly people, have people shot out in forests by police chiefs, and hide such things, and wrap it in fish, or fish wrap it is. It is all fish wrap, the news. Have a nice time on your sailboat and San Diego. Au revoir. Till next time, don't die of skin cancer. Bye, Charlie. Bye. It's been a long 6 months, Charlie. Waiting for Ted Wheeler to Anyway, so I think something can be done, but it'll be December 28th. Bye, Charlie Hales. December 28th, me, Lightning, and I've just found out a certain Nemesis number 1, who will also be speaking. Nemesis number 1, 2, and a neutral party shall be speaking on the 28th, and Fritz will not be there with her nursing complaint regarding the torture and human rights abuses that she'll probably be in England. And jealous. And that's in my head. Yeah, Fish might not be there either. So it'll be Saltzman, Novik, and Mr. Hales. Oh dear. Anyway, so I'm not dead yet, and I think we've passed the turbulence of hatred, and now we'll all be friends, and it'll all be a party at the Yangs.